game. Absolute perfection. Inch perfect. Good to go. Allegedly. And we're back as a team. A trio, if you will.
That we are. It's been a very strange week.
It's been
So how was your trip in the zombie-infested lands of Back for Blood?
Oh,
I did
well,
watch a bit of it, but...
you know, while you guys were at various zoos across the lands, I resurrected Chris, and we went into our own timeline of Back for Blood, or dare I say, Back to Incompetence. It was good. Our run started out quite well. We didn't have any fog modifiers like when we were playing, which was nice.
All right.
However, we've got to the point where the game is now throwing up like 4 corruption cards at us. So that's
lovely.
fun.
So basically where we got up to in our private game.
We're a little bit further ahead of it.
A smidge further ahead. Like one mission?
Three missions?
Oh my god.
I know. Horror story. But I'm playing a different class. I'm playing as Doc.
Alright.
She seems to specialise in healing, obviously. Chris was playing as... I can't remember who Chris was playing as. But
the guy with the afro.
I've come to establish that at least having one person carrying a toolkit is a wise idea. Toolkit rooms are strong. Toolkit rooms are very strong.
I usually try and grab one of those.
So yeah, that's something for us to do when we go back to playing for it. But yeah, no, Back for Blood was good. If we can do that next week as like a quartet, that will be
definitely
quite the experience.
Mm-hmm.
How was your trip to the zoo?
It was well. I met up with my cousin who I hadn't seen in about 15 years.
Oh, okay.
So,
were they at the zoo as well?
Yes. So yeah, it was a nice catch up, basically.
Nice catch up of family per se. I like it.
Yep.
Lee is here. I can only imagine. There's a list as long as a long thing. I was gonna be like, I didn't want to say my arm because it's I don't know, trivial. But Lee's up to various activities at the moment. He'll be with us. He'll be with us momentarily, and we can get his recounts of his zoo experiences. But we're back with Motorsport Manager off the back of an excellent result last time out. Could have been better, but we'll move on. 4th place was good. Due to have rain at the Belgian Grand Prix, we tend to do better in mixed condition races. So we'll see how this goes. We are working on a new front wing because, I mean, well, let's be honest, the car is an absolute ish box. But
that's putting it lightly.
Yeah, if Nicky Lauda was driving a car, he would be calling it a shitbox. There's no other way of putting it. We've got, in 3 races' time, so after the Singapore Grand Prix, where we normally do quite well, we're going to have 2 sponsors drop off. We're going to have GoDaddy drop off, and we're going to have Nintendo drop off. And GoDaddy's actually the one that's the target sponsor.
Right.
So that's the one that's causing us to have to get 11th or above. So it'll be good to know if we can actually get one that doesn't do that. That'd be quite nice, ideally. So let us move on. Choosing a vote. Oh boy, we're up to this point of the season.
I think I fixed it.
And Leah's fixed it. Leah's fixed something. What'd you fix?
Discord was really playing up. I did send messages in the chat, but you know.
Oh, I didn't get
I think they've only just come through because I heard a boop, 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 and then the sound of you joining and rejoining.
And I'm in streamer mode, so I didn't get the pings.
Terrible. Don't have Discord on another screen, you know.
Well, yeah, I do, but it's behind where I have chat.
Unbelievable. Anyone think you only have 2 monitors?
Well, you would think, but no. 3 monitors, baby! Hey, I've got Streamlabs here, I've got the game here, and I've got chat there, and you guys sit behind chat. Because you get the wonderful, like, you get my ears and my deliciousness. Do we want to take This hasn't really worked out for us in the past, but do we want to take the offer just for shits and gigs? We've got an extra vote, I think. We've got an extra 2 votes.
What are didn't we discuss this last time? What are you? 2 options. There's 2 options.
Well, there's longer races, which we don't want, and then the standard merit payments, which I'm very kind of like about.
But
Would that help us? Like,
it would help us
that,
monetarily.
I think that would help us now. And then we can always try and bring it back to the other one, what it currently is now, when we're better.
Plus, this is only costing us a mil. So, shall we not do this season?
yeah, I'll leave it.
Cool.
Okay.
Boop. I mean, we did try to have the silly season put in, and then when, like, you know, the whole points for everyone in the race. God, I was looking forward to that. I'm disappointed it didn't go through.
Yep.
All right. So, we have made it to Ardennes. What we got? What have we got? 50-lap race, 40% chance of rain. Red Bull are apparently going to do well with the downforce. It is the super soft, the soft, and the hard tyre. Something about scouting facilities. Cool story, bro. Max Verstappen is going into the Ardennes Grand Prix. Cool. Very nice. What is the championship looking like outside of us? Oh, it's 21 points, covers the top 3. Spicy. Much spiciness. Alright, cool. So now, even if we get the sponsor, we're operating at a loss. I think that's due to our facilities getting built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they have an upkeep, they do.
They do indeed. Do the old staple. There we are. Very nice. Very good. I don't think we've got any new parts that we can fit. The reliability for that new engine has already fallen drastically. Oh no, not the new engine, sorry, the new gearbox. The engine we've been using for quite a while. Are we working on the reliability of the rear wing? Not a lot. Let's, there we are. That's better. That's now going to be better for the next race. And then by the next race as well, I think we'll be working on, we'll be working on the reliability of the,
New front wing.
Of the new front wing as well. Excellent. This pleases me. This pleases me graciously. All right. Ardennes, Belgium. Croissants. I don't know why Belgium and croissants. Croissants?
Croissants is French.
More French. I mean, Belgium is on the border of France.
Waffles. Waffles is what you need to think about.
Waffles and fries. Oh, man. Triple cooked Belgian chips just sound... Oh, my lord. Gimme. I want to go to Belgium. Like, that's a country I want to go to one day. Oh, the Belgian Grand Prix. That sounds like something I should do in the future.
Hopefully it won't be rained out again.
Yeah, hopefully there'll actually be a race. I mean, I can't believe the last time there was a Belgian Grand Prix was 2019. Crazy.
Oh, well.
Absolutely insane. Right, is it going to be... Oh, it's going to be a wet boy. It's going to be a very... how we say the SOG. I know we've raced here before. Here we go, Ardennes. Used by Abby Eaton, used by Jensen. We'll go with the JB setup. I think we'll go for the JB setup. Let's go straight on to the... No, let's do Inters. And then we'll go for the JB setup. Don't bin it. Load it. Intermediate tyres. Sensational. Take practice. Out we go. Fuel up. Inters. Go away. Fuel up. No. Fuel up. Inters. Go away. Sensational. Alright. So that's occurring. Lee, Antarctica.
Yeah, it was great. Fantastic. We'll do it again.
You do it again.
So you didn't have to leave the tent at an awkward moment and say, I will just be right back.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Did that happen in Antarctica?
It's got the Antarctic.
Was it Antarctica or Arctic?
Yeah,
I'm
because
fairly certain it was the South part. Scott of the Antarctic, yeah.
I mean, all we know it was cold.
Very cold.
Any like, you know, random animal encounters? Penguins. How are penguins?
Penguins are
Yes.
great.
Lovely.
I'm actually looking this up now. This is how sad I am.
No, there's nothing wrong. No, hey, I'm all for.
I'm like,
this is
Nothing wrong with it.
this
It's
is
fact-checking.
practice. This is practice. We're just getting knowledge, and this is like to give everyone some context. Just before the stream started, instead of getting ready, I was googling the official like point in where England stops being England and becomes Scotland. Like to the point of it was 10 seconds to go, and I was like, oh right, yeah, I should probably I think I should bring the guys in. It's definitely looking like wet weather at the moment. Well, then again, actually, it's going to dip back to intermediate. I'm going to keep them out. Look at Grosjean. 22nd in the Drivers' Championship. One of only 4 drivers to not score any points. I think the others are the Arrows drivers of Jamie Chadwick and Pierre Gasly. And I think Lance Stroll is the other one. So, you know. Grosjean's doing a great job. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton's like 7th in the championship.
In the shitbox car.
Oh, in the absolute ish box indeed, Also, sensational news. I didn't bring this up on stream on Wednesday. But I obtained the phone. I got it.
Oh, you got the phone.
I talked about this. I am a proud owner of a Pixel 6 Pro with a case. Annoyingly, I couldn't get a black case. It was sold out, so I had to get like the teal case. But I'm just happy for it to have a case, because walking around without it being in a case was giving me like crippling anxiety. Oh, dude, I was so scared about dropping it. So scared. So yeah, the proud owner of a Pixel 6 Pro. I'm yet to explore all of it, but so far it is quite the advancement over the older phone. And in the next week or so, I get to claim the offer from the Google store, so I will get myself a pair of wireless Bose noise-cancelling headphones.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited, because I hear Bose are like up there in terms of audio quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my fluff while Lee was Googling. Lee, what are the results of your Google?
Well, I was actually sorting out Discord because it's still playing up for me.
Okay, what's wrong with Discord?
It's mainly you, but I don't think it's you.
What do you mean it's me, but you don't think it's me?
Well, you know how you turn into a robot every so often?
Oh, yeah.
So it's doing that, but like robot with long gaps between sentences.
Strange. Normally I would blame my connectivity, but...
Yeah, I'm looking all over my PC, making sure I'm not downloading anything. I thought it's me, maybe?
I can assure you that everything is fine in the whole household. The evil layer, if you will. Well, Grosjean's on a better lap. It would appear that the rain has eased off a bit for the intermediate tyre to be the faster one. Grosjean goes up to 12th. Hamilton will come through and goes 3rd fastest. I think it was briefly 2nd before the Ferrari came in.
It was Antarctic, yeah. Okay.
Cool. It was the Antarctic.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm glad you know where you went.
Hooray for Captain Scott, but not so hooray for the fact that you went out in the cold. Alone.
And cold.
And cold. And miserable.
The McLarens are looking very fast in the wet. That does not please me. That actually causes me great concern. Grosjean building up quite the lap here. Nick Cassidy sets a new file. Bottas goes fastest again for Alpine. Grosjean goes up to 7th fastest. Hamilton puts it 2nd because he's been overtaken by Charles Leclerc.
Mm.
Charles Eclair, more like. Whoops.
My.
Oh my.
Eclairs.
Oh,
Very much so,
eclairs.
my.
I do love an eclair.
Oh, yeah, well,
Do
said it.
I actually?
So,
No,
I love
now
this.
that I-
Actually, I don't know.
Now that I think
Are you
about
thinking of something
it,
else?
eclairs aren't like top tier. No, now that I think
You're
about
thinking
it,
about something else, aren't you?
probably. Oh, I tell you what I'm thinking about. No, I'm thinking about iced fingers or iced buns, if you will.
Yeah, they're a classic.
Yeah, they're just. Not many places do them anymore.
I'm-
Like, if you
I'm
go
more-
to a Greg's, you can't get them.
No, I'm more of a Belgian bun person.
That's fair. I can appreciate a Belgian bun.
Mhm.
Like it's fine to be wrong in that kind of scenario.
Yes.
Hey, you got to remember, when we're in Cornwall, we need to be eating scones the incompetent way.
Right. What was it again? It was Nutella and
Nutella and Biscoff spread.
Biscoff spread.
Now, we
right.
will have to do this in our Airbnb. We're not allowed to actually go out and do it, because I think we will be killed.
We'll be lynched if we did it. Yes.
Oh, are we going to get the knowledge, or are we going to have to go around one more time? I really don't want to have to go around one more time. I'd like us to get the knowledge. Please! Please! No, we're going to have to go around again, aren't we? You sons of a bitches. Watch, they're going to get the knowledge. No, do you know what? I'm bringing them in. I'm risking it. I'm risking it. Yes! Yes! Whoo, that was close. Ooh. Okay, so 94% for Lewis. I think he wants to tweak more front wing. Like a smidge more. And I think he wants that. That's where my head's at.
Okay.
Tyre choice now. Do I really care about qualifying? The race is going to be 50 laps. I mean, a set of super softs and a set of softs could do it. Screw it. Let's go supers. Now Grosjean really likes the speed balance, but he doesn't so much like the handling. So we're gonna go there. I think that's the way to go. Now, the problem with Grosjean is he's much harder on his tyres. So I think he's not actually going to be able to make a set of super softs and then softs last, which is concerning. I feel like actually I should prepare for the race a bit more than... But then again, the race could be rained out, essentially.
Well,
I don't know how to
decent at
feel.
rain. We're decent at rain, though.
And we have, like... We have just got a bunch of knowledge on the intermediate tyre as well.
Mm.
And as we learned last time out, actually, using Lewis's super overtake mode in qualifying is actually a really smart play.
Because he just overtakes the cars. He doesn't get stuck behind them. So his time is usually better.
Well, no, because it's a higher engine mode, technically, isn't it?
Aye.
Yes, that too.
So I'm hoping this
Yeah.
will give us the best standing for the race. Maybe. Grosjean, 12th fastest. Hamilton, 8th fastest. Grosjean immediately dropped to 17th because everyone's now out on the dry tyre, of course. I mean, Verstappen looks quick, but Perez is absolutely nowhere.
So, I have a bit of a story.
Oh, I like stories.
I accidentally broke my TV last weekend.
Okay.
I went round.
Got
I went
that
round the
sorted.
back. No, Christ. When I'm conscious enough not to throw things at a telly because they're fragile. So I went
Your
behind
desk,
the
on the other
TV.
hand, anyway.
Desk is perfectly robust, fine. I mean, look, I can pound it now, and it's perfectly fine.
It's made of
Get
mahogany.
that out of context. Get that. Get that.
Clip it!
That's
Clip it!
I'll pound it now, and it's perfectly fine. 2021. Anyway, yeah. So I went behind the TV because I was getting a bit fed up of trying to guess which HDMI cable was for what.
Okay.
So I looked behind it. It was a bloody mess. I went, right, I need to clear this up. So I unplugged everything, took all the games consoles out. Then I went to pick up the TV, and the plug was just rattling around. I was like, oh, God's sake. I picked the plug up, and without thinking, I tossed it over the television. So the wire caught hold, the plug swung round and right on the screen. I was like,
Oh no.
oh shit, that didn't sound very good.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
see any damage, so I went, okay, let's plug it in, see if I've gotten away with it. Newsflash, I didn't get away with it.
You very much did not get away with it.
No, so I went, nuts. So I immediately went onto the internet and looked for TVs. And yeah, sorry, just scratching a proverbial itch here. That's suddenly gotten distracting. Anyway, back at the topic. Amazon. There was a decent TV. I've got a Hisense one for about 400 and odd quid.
TVs ain't cheap these days.
No, and but it was a delivery only, and I was a bit weary because at the time I thought I still had that nosy neighbour that likes opening my packages. He's gone now, so
The
didn't have
nosy
to worry
neighbour no longer has he been dealt with?
booted. Yes, he's been evicted, and
Right,
nothing
okay.
else happens to him.
Yeah, so he's been handled.
Yes, he's been thoroughly cleansed. I don't know.
I was waiting for the next word. I was going to be clip it.
Thoroughly manhandled
Oh my.
with men of his choosing. Oh no. Anyway, but anyway, I didn't need to worry about that. But I then went. I live near a Curry's, so I figured just go on the website, see if there's any
Pop
decent
into
TVs.
Curry's?
Yeah, Curry's, PC World, and I bought for it. The original price was £399, but they had a little coupon on there, which I typed in, which knocked 50. Sorry, hiccups. Knocked 50 quid off. So I got this for £349. JVC Fire TV edition, 50-inch, smart 4K, HDR, LED TV. And yes, I am reading off the box as I speak.
I was thinking this sounds very much like someone who is reading.
But yeah,
Is it going to be raining all races, or
It's
qualifying? Sorry.
it looks a bit on and off.
It does
But
look
mostly-
on and off. We're gonna get two.
Not-
We'll be lucky to get
Yeah.
2 runs.
It doesn't look wet enough for intermediates though.
My concern is
But-
the outlap will be
Yeah.
long. What if it gets worse as we go round?
That's true.
Or
That's
you could send them out on the stop to begin with.
Then again, what's that? Because that that's rising up. That's at the very edge of our view, isn't it?
Yeah,
How
we
bad
can't,
is that going to
we
get?
can't see the one behind it, and I don't. I would rather
Let's stick to intermediates. Because if that gets worse, then we'll be that's all right then.
then we'll be screwed. Yeah, if it gets worse and we're on dries, we'll be screwed. If it gets worse and we're on inters, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go intermediates.
Yeah. So anyway, this TV, I didn't get a chance to set it up, and I got this TV. When was it? Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday after work. Because I just went to the store, picked it up from there, took it home. The Curry's assistant was a bit skeptical that I'll be able to fit it in through my back doors, but I proved him wrong.
Click
And now the TV has a lovely, lovely bend in it. Because I folded it in half. No, I'm joking.
because he karate chopped it.
But
Oh.
I got it in. I got it in all right. Got it out all right. I
Clip it.
practically walked with this
Yeah,
fin like a
clip it.
crab. I was walking like a crab with this fin. Got it in. I didn't get a chance to set up until last night.
And how is it
It is
compared to like previous?
compared to the. It's good. The game consoles, they're very crisp now. Because they try and match the TV. Except some of the older consoles that I have, like the PS3 or the... Well, no, I say the PS3. Even the PS3 is quite crisp. The PS2, that doesn't know how to get to 4K, because 4K didn't exist then. So,
Okay.
that has an excuse. But yeah, it's pretty good. And it has an inbuilt Alexa as well.
Oh no, an inbuilt. Your TV is always listening.
Yes, Alexa. She's ignored me. It's fine.
She.
But that is because in order with this TV, I have to push and hold a button, say what I want to say, and then release it for it to take effect.
Okay.
So you could, if I had you on speaker, you could scream Alexa and nothing would happen.
I'm with you. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's not too bad. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
they can be a bit like, oh man.
I'm listening to what you're saying. Stop it.
Yeah, like my goddamn Google system, which sometimes is screaming at me, and then wow, Leclerc went very fast. We were just,
Oh, we did.
we were just behind Hamilton in pace, and then Leclerc's destroyed us. Look at Russell's speed on the softs. Oh yeah, we made
Nice.
a very
A wise
smart
choice.
executive decision,
We did.
and we might actually get a run on dry tyres.
Yeah, give it a go.
If we're lucky, we'll get a run on dry tyres.
Because this is the out lap now, isn't it?
No, it's in lap.
Sorry, in lap. Sorry.
Yes, quite.
Yeah, I'm glad you knew which one I meant.
Hamilton has
But,
run out of fuel because of super overtake mode, but it's fine.
No, that's... Yeah, so
But
that's
but
my
as
story
I've
of the
said
week.
before, I don't think he can actually run out of fuel.
No, he won't
That
run
makes
out of
sense in
fuel.
the qualifying. Like, it's not possible.
Yeah, no, he won't
It's
run
not
out of
encoded
fuel.
in the game.
He'll just move slowly.
Slowly, yeah.
Right, let's go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. This is only to get through to Q2, but still, I want it. Gimme. Let's go, boys! I think Hamilton's
Price
safe,
nearly crash.
but
Grosjean is a bit...
Grosjean's
Well,
a bit...
no, he might be alright.
He's a bit iffy squiffy, if we will, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think we might... no, we should be fine to get a lap in. I think anyone else coming out the pits now is going to be very lucky to get a lap in.
Hmm.
I don't think Ricciardo's going to manage it, personally.
No, I don't think he'll... He won't threaten Grosjean, that's for sure.
Good old Romain Grosjean. 2.4 seconds slower than his teammate. Yep. That's what we like to see.
Some of the slower ones are trying to get out, though.
Yeah, they're not going to
No.
make it round because they need to start their lap before the time hits 0. And I don't think they're going to make it.
I know, but look at the ones directly behind Ricardo.
Can they make it? That's the question.
That is the question. That's more of the race I'm looking at right now.
Ricardo might. Let's have a look. Rick Bobby. Is he going to make it to the line? Rick
I
Bobby does make it to
yes.
the line. He starts his
So does
lap.
Russell.
Russell starts his lap. Delatraz does not.
Yeah. Oh, no. He must be gutted.
I mean,
Right, so I think we're all right. Yeah, both of them are through.
Yeah, we're both through. And Lewis Hamilton is stuck behind this Aston Martin.
That tries to go out. Huh, the fool.
As
there
we
we go.
charge towards the line. Lewis Hamilton, currently third.
Probably.
Goes to second.
Has Oh, nice.
And Grosjean sixth.
Verstappen was.
Now, if only that was for the actual grid positions.
That was for the actual race.
Russell, though. Hold up.
Not his lucky day.
No, I think it will be.
Fastest lap. Oh,
There we go. George
there
Russell
we go. He
goes
saves
fastest.
himself.
Yeah, he was about to get eliminated, and George Russell goes fastest. Perez
Nice.
got eliminated. Nice. That's another Red Bull out of the way for us. Good. Very good. Very, very good.
Go, Anakin.
Nope. Lance is out as well. Good. Screw that guy.
Do you ever have days where you think about dinner and think, fuck it, I can't be asked to cook?
Yes. Yesterday.
I had that today. So I went to KFC.
I was going to say, I was like, what did you end up going for then? So, yeah, all right. What did you get from KFC? Go on.
A Zinger Trilogy box meal.
Ooh, that sounds delightful.
It is. It's a Zinger burger, small popcorn chicken, a mini fillet, a side of rejoiced,
Which was...
corn. Corn on the cob.
Why?
I do like it.
I'm
I've not had a bad experience with it.
Okay, fair.
only frowning at you right now.
The day I,
know,
found
but-
out KFC did mashed potato, my life was changed forever.
Yeah, I'm not much of a mashed potato fan. I'm
That's
quite
fair.
particular with it.
That's fair.
I'm quite particular with it.
KFC
if
is... it tends
Any
to be
mashed
decent.
potato I like is usually my own.
Yeah, because you kind of know what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
How do you like your
I know.
mashed potato?
I like it smooth, but quite a bit of cheese in it.
Okay, cheesy mash.
Cheesy mash, basically.
That's fair. That's fair.
Buttery smooth as well.
Yeah, my excuse yesterday was I couldn't be able to cook, so I got a Papa John's pizza in.
Nice.
I learned
What did you have on it?
I learned two valuable lessons.
Alright, listen to first.
Lesson the first is Papa John's delivery tracker is lies.
And lesson the second.
It literally goes, your order has been picked up to your order has been delivered. So I was like, well, it ain't here. So I
Looks out
and
the
I was
window.
like, I looked, right, and I checked Google Maps. I was like, 15 minutes from the store to my house, allowing for traffic, maybe 25 minutes. So I gave him 25 minutes, rang him up and went, yeah, it says delivered, but it ain't. He went, oh, yeah, it does that. It'll be about 10 minutes. So I then went, well, why does it do that? Why is it telling people it's delivered if it's not? And he went, no, it'll be about 10 minutes. I said, friend, you're not answering my question. And he literally hung up on me.
Yeah, avoiding
Nice.
the... I reckon
Um,
they did a cheeky there. They didn't... I reckon someone's run off of it. So
And
there's a...
number two was I'm never ordering from that Papa John's again because I got the exact same order that I got a couple of months ago from the Papa John's in... well, not the exact same, but I got a very similar order than what I got from the Papa John's in Langdon, and the Papa John's in Langdon was far superior.
Hmm.
And
So
it
basically
actually
you had a
arrived
couple-
on time.
Oh, yeah. So I imagine you had a crappy pizza then.
The pizza was okay, in all honesty. So
Alright,
they're
not too
currently
bad.
doing
It's just the customer service?
Yeah, exactly. They're doing a pulled pork and chorizo pizza at the minute.
that sounds nice.
So I threw some Italian sausage on that as well.
Oh.
And it has a barbecue base. So the pizza was good. They're currently doing these limited edition sides. They're called bee sting bites. They're like a swirl of pastry, or dough, if you will, with like a bit of spicy sauce, a pepperoni slice, and a chili in there. They're supposed to be drizzled with honey. They were not drizzled with honey.
They were drizzled in sadness and disappointment.
And the giant cookie dessert was, I mean, it was a giant cookie. To be fair to them, it was a giant cookie, but it wasn't soft. It was actually like incredibly crunchy.
Crusty.
Yeah.
I hate that. I
Agreed.
absolutely hate. The only cookies I will allow to be not crunchy per se, but hard, are the Maryland cookies.
Agreed, because they do it well.
Yeah, any other cookies has to be soft and
Like
gooey.
soft-
Ooey
yep.
gooey delicious.
Agreed. Back in the day when I was younger, I'd have taken a crunchy cookie all day. But as I've matured, I've realised the error of my ways.
Matured like fine wine and cheddar.
Yes, quite. I'm as mouldy as cheddar, that's for sure.
I never said mouldy, I said matured.
So yeah, you know, that was last night. While we're on the topic, then, instead of the traditional question on stream, what did you have for dinner? Lee, what did you have yesterday?
What did I have yesterday? Chinese?
Oh, very nice.
Ooh.
An excellent choice of food.
Your usual order, I take it.
Yes. What is that, Mike?
I wouldn't. No, because I
See,
forgot.
he acted like, oh yeah, your usual. What is that, mate?
I don't
Guess
know.
it. Guess it.
I was,
Have a guess.
I was hoping
play a game.
you'd tell me.
Guess the usual.
Don't know why, but duck and plum sauce keeps coming into my head. I know it's not duck and plum sauce.
Yeah, that's normally me.
Yeah, it's usually Simon has it.
Simon is biting his lip not to say it.
I'm
He
holding
is
back
like, he's
so
holding
hard.
back so hard. You've had one guess. You reckon duck and plum sauce? That's one gone. Got 3 guesses.
Christ, no.
Come
The
on.
pressure, it's too much.
I mean, this ain't for a fucking £1,000, Mike. Jesus Christ, like, you're not winning anything out of this.
But what
I
if
wish
it
I was.
This isn't a game show.
But what if it's a hidden game show where you're pretending it's not a game show, but it actually is?
Yeah,
I have to
No, because I would have kept the money for myself.
You're actually on
Oh,
an
you greedy
episode of.
bastard.
You're on an episode of. Oh Christ! What was it called? What was the show with Ashton Kutcher?
Fuck.
2.5 Men?
Really?
The other one.
No.
Not pranked.
That 70s show?
Not pranked. It wasn't called pranked. What was it called? Hamilton made it through to Q3
Nice!
comfortably as well. So, Mike, have you given up?
You know what, I'm
He's
just
got
going to
2 more
guess.
guesses.
I'm just going to guess 2 random dishes. And
Yep.
could you at least tell me if I'm close?
No, because then that gives up the premise of guessing.
Damn it. Kung Pao chicken.
No. One more guess.
And beef and black bean
Can't
sauce.
wait till you're going to say it and then Simon's just going to blow it out now.
I just said it. Beef and black bean sauce. I know it's
No.
wrong.
Simon?
Did you, by chance, have a special house curry with egg fried rice, no prawns? By chance, was there also a side of chili and salt chips?
It was not chili and salt chips, but there was egg fried rice and all that, yeah.
Special
I-
in-house curry.
He,
Was it?
yeah, it's always special house curry, egg fried rice, no prawns, and if they do chili and salt chips, he tends to go with them on the side. Not always,
Not always.
if they're there. Although, and the Chinese near Chris's also, sometimes we do the chili and salt wings because they are good.
Yeah, they are good.
Right, just writing that down.
One day that's going to be a life-saving piece of information.
Yeah.
That's why it
Might-
It
lives.
will.
Never know.
That's why it
Might come-
lives
Yeah.
rent-free in my head.
You never know, it could come up in a pub quiz.
Good. But the guarantee, the one day you'll say, but what is my... What did I have? Would you like to guess what I had from the Chinese? I'm going to say it, and you had something different.
Yeah.
Although I'd find it quite rare because every time I've been to the Chinese with Lee, which, you know, is a fair few times. It's been a couple
yeah.
years now, but it's been a fair few times. He's got the same thing every time.
Yeah. If it ain't broken, don't fix.
Hey, no, I'm not knocking you.
Indeed.
You're a man who knows what he wants, and I appreciate
I'm the
that.
same with Indians and Chinese. Indian, I always go for a chicken madras
That's fair.
without fail, and Chinese now I go for either any of the meats, but with rainbow sauce. But I always, and this one is universal, get Singapore fried rice.
That's fair. So Lee, if I had to say what's my typical order from a Chinese, what would your response be?
What it used to be, I don't know if you've changed now, because of your whole diet and
Well, bearing in
being
mind as well,
healthy.
it does depend on the Chinese because there are different Chinese that
Yeah.
do different dishes. But what was my go-to
you got the- I
Chinese
think it
back
was
in the day?
It was the
one of
you used-
everything.
No, it was the main one he got was the. I always remember you would have the. I think it was like chicken shredded rice, and you had the barbecue sauce and you would pour it on it.
Yep,
I remember that.
yep. That was always
Sanka.
that was always a good base.
Yeah, there was something else. I can't remember what it was though. Because I feel like we ain't had it for ages.
We haven't, and we do need to rectify that in the future. What we'll do, what I would recommend. So we've got one of two things that we could do with that. In fact, no, we haven't got one or two things. There's only one thing. If we rectify it in the future, we're going to our staple Chinese. We'll go to the welcome in. But yeah, so I would always get that as a base, and then I'd get chicken balls on the side.
Yeah.
And then I would then sometimes get chili and salt chips. And if I was exceptionally hungry, not that I haven't already had the food of enough people, you know, for a small family, I would get a chicken noodle soup. I was big on my chicken when it came to Chinese. But no, my order has not changed. Some are different. So the Chinese that I go to in... the Chinese that I go to in Langdon
had Ellis buy you, what was it? The
a
whole
whole
duck.
duck, yeah.
A whole duck?
A whole day. It was like 28 quid.
Christ, so imagine the face of the Chinese order taker there. I'll have a whole duck. A whole duck?
Yes.
No, it was an option. It was an option on the menu.
I double checked as well because he said I'll get everyone's Chinese, and I was like, all right, what am I allowed to get? But
Are you
whatever
sure?
you want, and I went whatever I want. So
Are you sure?
Yeah, so I got the whole duck.
Yes. I'm having a whole duck.
So the Chinese that I go to in Langdon, which is my personal favourite, I will get their I'll get their shredded pork fried rice. I'll get chicken balls. They do honey sesame chicken, so I'll get that, and I'll get their duck in plum sauce. Yeah, but like my Chinese order hasn't like it's tweaked ever so slightly, but I like if I have a Chinese, I still get like a standard Chinese because in my personal opinion and the way that I think I've maintained like my diet is if I'm still gonna go and get something, like if I decide to have the Chinese or have the pizza or whatever, just get what you're gonna get. Don't like try and make excuses for it, but going, oh, I'll get the small thin. No, if you get in the just get the. Like, get what you want.
Yes.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
So Hamilton currently third. With his current lap time, could move up to second. However, Russell and Ricciardo are on laps. Hamilton crosses the line. Goes P2. Likely to end up being P4 come the end of this lap. Because Daniel Ricciardo is on an absolute flyer. Russell improving as well. George Russell likely to displace us. Russell goes third. Ricciardo goes first. Hamilton starts P3.
Nice.
I think also we need to give credit to Verstappen's lap. The fact that he was only 0.129 slower than a fully slick-tired lap on those intermediates.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good time. And annoyingly, well, even if Hamilton had set his best time in Q3, he would have still been third. That's fine. We can live with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Just see. You said incompetent racing are awesome. That we are.
God damn it, that's right, we are. So, looks like it's starting dry, which means Hamilton has to start on the super softs. There is rain coming though, so I think that means. So with Hamilton, we're gonna go super soft and race trim. I think to try and start well, and I think with Grosjean, we're actually gonna go into me. Well. Yeah, I mean, Grosjean, you're not really going to do too much, in all honesty. Car setup, leave it where it is. Because Hamilton has to start on his Q2 tyres.
I know, I was going to say, why not just stick Grosjean on the super softs if you're not too sure either. But then again, I suppose it's good to have someone on the intermediate knowledge.
Yeah, just for the, just for when it happens, you know? Right,
Yeah.
Push, overtake, push, overtake. Let's go, baby. We want Hamilton to be as competitive as possible at the start, essentially. So, we build to 5 red lights. 4, the Belgian Grand Prix. The lights are out, and away we go.
Oh, that was, he's trying.
George Russell's had a mega start. He's up into first.
He had a good position on them.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got hung out to dry a little bit. That Mercedes straight line speed is incredible.
It is. And there's the other one trying to get away.
Oh, Hamilton displaced down to 5th, which, to be
Yeah,
fair, you could come to expect. Because we are the 10th fastest car.
Yeah. between. Well, we were between a Ferrari, but now we're between a. Ooh,
Hamilton versus Verstappen. Apparently, it goes into 2025 in this universe.
You're nice. Ah, he's taking him. Oh.
So look what we're going to do. We're going to bump the fuel down and we're going to bump the attack up higher. Let's go. Let's really try and push through.
Attack, attack, attack.
The tyres have only got to last to like lap 8.
8, 9, something along those lines. It's hard to tell that sometimes.
Someone has spun. One of the arrows spun.
Indeed. How many laps to go?
Many, Lewis. Also, like, because I'm only doing
off.
1 time speed, like, because these races are long, we'll just do the one. Hey, Russell's dropped back.
That's what we like.
Hamilton up into 2nd place. Right, I really don't want to rinse these tyres too hard. What are these guys doing? Okay, these guys are neutral on their tyres. We will go,
Right, we will probably try and switch to inters if that rain gets heavier. Wish it will be, so...
I don't want to fall back. I actually want to... I want to keep pushing. I mean, even if we did take the lead, which is going to be very unlikely.
When we pit, we'll go, but... Celafi, or Celafi, or how I pronounce it, but I don't know.
I've got the engine turned up quite high, but look at Verstappen. He's just, not quite able to get past us.
No, you'd think he would, but apparently not.
Oh, Grosjean!
He was like, I wish I could push, and immediately overtakes 2 people.
And then immediately beams it round the outside in an absolutely mega move.
Oh, Christ, look at that 4 right in front of him. All it takes is for one of them to spin out, and there'll be a big pile up.
Apparently Verstappen collided with Russell, allegedly, but no penalty.
Oh,
no
really?
penalty.
So they say.
Allegedly. So we're halfway through this bar right now at the end of lap 3. So that tells me it's going to be lap 6.
6
so
to 7.
we'll be on lap 7 when it starts raining, is the way that I'm reading that. Grosjean, look at him side by side drag racing Nick De Vries and making the and then De Vries immediately takes him back. All right, fine.
I mean, he had a good run at it.
Max, that's a bold choice, friend.
Now?
That's
That's way too soon.
Red Bull have thrown this away, I think.
I don't think they're thinking. So we don't need to worry about Max Verstappen just yet.
No.
Whether he'll do a hell of a charge later, who knows? But for now, it's not now.
Turn Hamilton's engine down so we can actually start saving a bit of fuel. Let's turn him up in terms of attack mode. Speaking of attack mode, Romain Grosjean up in 13th place.
He's doing better this race.
It's because I've actually just cranked up everything on him and I'm just like, yeah, just go for it, Romain.
Yeah. Show us what you got.
We're not going to have to worry about his tyres because, I mean, like, rain is... well, the rain is now. It's already on the screen.
Ready?
Yeah, I can already see it.
Yeah. Little drizzle. But still far too soon for the intermediates.
Yeah, I mean, Verstappen last time around... Well, Verstappen was coming out of the pits last time. That's why he did a 1:49. Dan Ticktum locked up. We won't bring anyone in yet. It'll be the end of lap 6. I'd say that we would, bring anyone in, and we'll probably double stack. Grosjean locked up. That's going to have cost him a bit of tyre wear. Seb Vettel's collided with someone.
The guy who you struggled to pronounce.
Oh, I choke on his name
Oh.
every time. No! Grosjean's been passed by Perez!
Oh well.
Right, well, let's...
To be fair, though, it is Perez.
Let's bring Grosjean in at the end of this lap. Fresh set of intermediate tyres. Yep, absolutely.
Get him started on
I
these.
think we might bring Hamilton in this time round as well. Yeah, let's just get him
How's everyone else doing?
What, on their tyres, or?
Yeah.
We can't
Not
really see their
tyres,
tyre
I mean,
wear.
times.
Oh, times-wise,
Is it starting to go down for them?
can't really tell at the moment, but it looks like everyone else is going to be coming in. Russell's coming in the end of this lap. Nick Cassidy doesn't look like he's coming in at the end of this lap, which is a very interesting choice. But everyone's locking up, which is telling me this is the perfect lap to come in for tyres. Is Cassidy going to pit, or is Cassidy going to carry on? Please carry on. Please carry on. Please carry on. You're a bloody moron. Into the pits comes Lewis Hamilton. Into the pits comes a lot of other cars.
In spits they go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
Beautiful pit stop for Hamilton. So these tyres aren't going to last the race, sadly.
No, but it is what it is. Hamilton comes out clear of traffic. He's got traffic ahead of him, but I mean, he's not right in the thick of it.
Yeah, he's not immediately behind anyone. Let's...
Yeah. Or immediately in front of someone. I say that as...
With the highest place
That
intermediate runner, which is good. Wow, is Cassidy going to go another lap?
Oh! He's basically doing what Norris did that couple of races ago.
But the Russian
Like, no,
one,
no. Yes, the Russian one. He's like, no, I can stay. I can do it.
Well,
But he could not.
I don't think he can. No, he certainly can't. Meanwhile,
But he's going again.
Lewis Hamilton has passed Sebastian Vettel and is now up behind Nick De Vries. Potentially going to be passing Nick De Vries. Absolutely passing Nick De Vries, who also carries on. This is a very interesting strategy.
Giovinazzi's
Maybe they're
That's
going to
gone.
try and drag it out to the point of when
the
they
second
pit.
bar.
Well, I'm thinking more they were going to drag it out when they pit. They can go to the end. But even then, that's so far in the future.
Yeah,
And they're going to lose
I'm not
way too
complaining.
much time.
indeed. Well, as I said, I'm not going to complain about it.
Oh, no, certainly
You
not.
know the old, we know the old saying, "Don't look a gift horse."
In the mouth.
Yes,
What
I'm
is
very
Nick-
glad you didn't say arse.
What is Nick Cassidy doing? Nick Cassidy is not pitting.
He's not pitting. The man's a nutter.
Man's a bloody mentalist, I say.
He's a nut job.
Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton still fighting his way through the field, which is admittedly taking up some of our lap time.
And once he gets past them, for a moment there, I thought it just went right into the back of them.
Cassidy, did we lap? We did lap faster than Cassidy that time around. We were half a second faster.
Oh, it's
Up
gone
into
past Stroll.
eighth. Perez got out of the pits just ahead of Grosjean, which is a little frustrating, but what can you do?
Mhm.
The good thing is Hamilton is closing the gap to the leader,
He is.
but I'm not pushing overly hard because
Ew.
right, is he going to pit this time round? No, he's still carrying on.
I think it's a case of they're ahead to the point where they've allowed it to go to their head, so to speak. Oh, there we go.
What lap time are we going to do here? Okay, a
A bit slower than usual because he was trying to get
1:43.2.
past Savoy.
Yeah,
was
true.
gonna
I
get-
mean, it was a 1:43, so it was 3 seconds faster than
Oh, well,
Cassidy.
get past Bottas. There he is. Heading up to Norris.
Grosjean's jumped a few drivers because of pit stops. So
Nice.
Grosjean is the 6th placed intermediate runner. That's
That is
not
true.
bad. It's not bad at all. What was Grosjean's time last time round? 1:44. So he's he's doing a good job on lap time compared to the drivers on the dry weather tyre.
And in other news, it seems like Hamilton has attained P5.
Excellent. Excellent.
He's catching up to Ricciardo now.
The track is now officially wet. As Cassidy does a 1:47.
Leclerc's catching up to him, but very slowly because Leclerc is also on soft tyres.
So we're
Ricciardo.
gonna have to pit with Hamilton again because we can't get the intermediate tyre to last to the end of the race.
No, unfortunate, but sometimes it's just a way of life.
Always be on the right tyre at the right time, in my personal opinion.
Indeed.
So we're gonna save Hamilton's fuel, and we're gonna push his tyres a bit, and we're gonna try and basically make up the time on track.
Yeah. Speaking of making up the time, I'm spotting us getting closer to Ocon.
We are indeed. Meanwhile,
And Leclerc is getting closer to Cassidy.
Our boy Nick Cassidy.
Well, hello.
He's not quite close enough. In fact, he's dropped back a little bit. Meanwhile, Esteban.
Oh, that's the thing. Last race, IRL, Hamilton was just desperately trying to stay in DRS range at that point. Oh, that's Hamilton there. Yeah. Desperately trying to stay in DRS range towards the end.
American
wasn't
Grand Prix.
It was at 8 o'clock. It'd be very hard for me not to catch it.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, no, good race. Nice strategic battle. I enjoyed the US Grand Prix. From a different kind of perspective than normal, because normally strategy races can be boring, but hey, it was a two-stop, and I appreciate two-stop races. Actually, means things happen on strategy. Ricciardo is falling. Ricciardo's still on the dry tyre. Grosjean now is about to pass Lance Stroll by the looks of things. Or at least that's the next car in Grosjean's path. He did a 1:44 last time round.
Well, Gasly's trying to eke past him. And you think he does? Oh, no, the trees makes it hard to see. Yes. I think Gasly is. Yeah, he's past him.
Well,
and so has... No, it hasn't.
Sometimes it do be like that. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton.
Back in the Hamilton verse.
And the reason we're going to the Hamilton verse is he's about to catch and pass Charles Leclerc, which means he's up behind the leader.
Who has not pitted at all, so...
He's coming in at the end of this lap.
He's coming in now because he's just realised he's been overtaken.
Lewis Hamilton leads the Belgian Grand Prix. Maybe they hung it out until they were overtaken, but then Leclerc's not showing a sign of pitting. Cassidy is going to come in at the end of this lap. Because now I think they realise that they could get intermediates to the end of the race.
Possibly. But if we build up a
lead,
decent lead, we could get a fighting chance of a podium.
That's that's the idea. We've already gained 5 seconds on him on this lap, and with Hamilton, I'm now going to start to conserve. Conserve his tyres, conserve his fuel a bit. Right, so Cassidy is in the pits. Leclerc, not in the pits.
Let's go for it, but Russell's overtaking him.
And Verstappen as well. Verstappen looking very fast.
Does look like Russell is slowly closing on us.
Last time round we pulled out a bit of time on Russell, but he is the faster car. Admittedly, he is the faster car.
On the straights as well. Is it the straights he's faster on? What is he driving again? I forgot.
He is in an Alpha Tauri.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different car. But, still, I think most of the cars on this grid are better than ours. By most, I mean all.
Well, we're the 10th fastest car. We're faster than the Toyota and the... no, sorry, we're faster than the Aston Martin and the Arrows. That's it.
Okay.
So, Grosjean, 13th. Doing what he can. Hamilton, meanwhile, leads. Cassidy has come out in 10th. He is currently passing Esteban Ocon. But he has got to fight his way through the field on those tyres. And the rain is sticking around.
Yeah, it's Dane level.
Can Grosjean make up any more places? He's currently 12th. I don't think he can. I mean, unless he catches and passes Leclerc, I think this is pretty much where he's going to finish. Like, well, I don't think he's going to finish here. I think he might fall down the order a bit more. Just because our car is, you know, very much uncompetitive.
Mm-hmm. More like a Sunday driver's car.
I mean, to be fair to him, this is the highest he's run for a long time.
Indeed. So I won't knock that.
Meanwhile, what was our time last time round? We did a 1:41.2, Russell a 1:40.9, Verstappen, Leclerc finally in the pits. Yeah, so Cassidy has backed off because I think he's going to try and go to the end on the one pit stop. Which is fine, like it makes sense. I get the feeling Mercedes has probably got a better forecasting centre than us, so they can probably tell.
Yeah. And our forecasting is basically us watching the weather on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're watching like a lot like the 24/7 weather channel. Like what's happening? How's it looking? Verstappen up into P2, which means he's likely going to hunt us down and overtake us because he is in a Red Bull.
Yes.
But we'll just keep things where they are. Nice even keel. Hamilton right now, his form is in a good place. He's a wet weather pro. DRS expert. I wish I had the inter knowledge on him right now, but it is what it is. I made my decision. If it does stop raining, that might come back into our favour for the super soft tyre at the end of the Grand Prix.
Maybe. Who knows? I certainly don't.
We certainly don't know. And that makes it interesting.
It does.
That we don't know. Grosjean, your useful information is you're doing a sensational job. Keep it up. And don't let many people overtake you. I appreciate Leclerc did, but he is in a Ferrari.
And don't die.
Yes, that's also critical. Don't die.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's
although
going to stay
admittedly,
this way.
Admittedly, if he does die, then we don't have to like
Pay him?
pay for breaking the contract.
You've raised a very interesting point. What if we were to...
However, it's a very morbid point, so let's not discuss it too much.
Oh, no, hold on. Let's think about this. What if we were to, let's
know.
say, oh, I don't know.
I feel like you've cursed it.
Create some kind of accident.
All right, we'll make a very accident.
But then who can we convince to drive this car?
Basically, let's it'll be a case of it cuts to the police and like, my God, this guy was stabbed 27 times, but there's a banana peel on the floor next to him.
He fell onto the knife 27 times.
My God, a horrible accident.
Quality odds.
It's insane odds. Every time that he went to get up, he stood on the same banana peel and fell on the same knife. It's insane. Vettel's pitted twice. Don't know why.
Here at Team Incompetent, we don't actually condone mega
violence on people.
Real people.
Yeah, just violence on people. We threaten pixels. We won't threaten people.
Yes.
And speaking of
God,
which, Grosjean has crashed.
Oh. God.
The radio message of oops was sensational.
Did he crash into Ricardo? Or did Ricardo crash earlier?
Ricardo crashed a long time ago.
Oh God, I didn't even pay attention to it.
Where have you crashed? How did you crash there? Did you just get on the power and like clip the wall? Roman!
Tires are gone.
Roman! Oh dear.
Oh.
Meanwhile, there goes Hamilton, followed by Verstappen.
Guys, his car's vibrating. You know what that means? It means someone put a vibrator in it. God damn it.
Hey,
Dirty
his
fiends.
form's going up,
Dirty fiends.
which is
That
nice.
is odd.
Anyway,
What's he going to do? Pick up the car and run it?
I mean, he could.
Do it Flintstone style? Or just have his feet pop out from underneath and start running?
That'd be great. I mean, that was a thing, like, back in the old school days of F1. Like, we have seen, like, drivers get out of their car and push them. Which is just insane to even think about, because those things are heavy AF.
Mm-hmm. And very combustible.
Yeah, that's
Admittedly,
true.
that's not really changed.
So where is Cassidy is 23 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton, which is about a pit stop.
And unfortunately for Grosjean, this does mean he won't get any points this race.
I mean, he wasn't on to get any anyway, but
I
you never
But
know.
still,
You never know.
you never know. He might have suddenly improved at the last bit. Before this is, of course, in another timeline where he doesn't crash. But we're not in that one, so never mind.
No, we are not in that timeline. We're in this timeline. And Antonio Giovinazzi has retired with the mechanical. Oh, retired from 6th place in the Alfa Romeo.
Oh.
That's
Right.
unfortunate, but he has blown up quite sensationally.
Yes, I'm surprised that Cassidy's not crashed from all the black smoke in his face.
I mean, if Cassidy could just have a minor incident run. No, he's
No.
perfectly overtaken him. All right,
He's
fine.
perfectly fine.
Let's just get Hamilton to push a little bit harder.
Just a smidge.
Because again, if we're making a pit stop anyway, we might as well wring the neck of these tyres a little bit. As we do a 140.1. 3/10 faster than Verstappen. Cassidy, meanwhile, is pushing him. Nick de Vries has a mechanical failure now, but has not retired. Cassidy does a 141.8. So we took 1.7 seconds out of Nick Cassidy that time around.
Okay.
Meanwhile, de Vries is going to pit this lap. He is in the Aston Martin.
And it looks like he's got an issue
He does.
with all that black smoke.
Giovinazzi has made it back to the pits successfully.
So is Grosjean.
On fire. Grosjean warped to the pits.
He vibrated over.
This now makes perfect sense.
What I thought was vibration mode was actually the car about to initiate hover mode and just hover its way over. The only downside is as to why it can't be used in racing, even if it was legal, is because it's very slow.
Hamilton does a 141.5 while pushing.
It'd be like watching snails race, and I can't believe that is an actual sport. Snail
Now,
racing.
Yeah. De Vries has made it back to the pits. They're now going to fix the Aston, maybe. Meanwhile, Ticktum for Aston Martin running in the points in 8th place.
Good on him.
What was Ticktum's lap time last time round? Ticktum did a 142.3. Fair play. Fair play to the lad. Fair play. Meanwhile, Hamilton still he rises. Vettel's collided with Bottas collides with Louis Delatraz. The rain's tapering off, but it's not like
It's going down slowly.
very slowly. What's our lap
It's
time
just
this
getting
time
later.
around? 1:39.5, quicker than Verstappen. Well.
Nice.
Oh, who have we clicked on? We've apparently clicked on Jamie Chadwick. So we've lapped Nick de Vries, who is out of the pits. Tsunobi is the next car up the road from us in the Mercedes.
Oh, Verstappen's closed that gap.
Yep, Verstappen's a quick boy.
He's very fast.
I bet he's a wet weather pro as well, because he normally is. Like, Verstappen is very good in wet weather conditions.
Yeah, he was fine with Belgium. Everyone else wasn't, but that was only because Verstappen was in front and he wasn't getting everyone else's spray.
What the time's going to be this time around? Survey says Hamilton does a 40.8. Verstappen takes a second out of us. Also, just want to point out, Carlos Sainz, 3rd place. Doing what he does, just putting in good performances and no one really notices. Just science things?
Just Ferrari. Right now.
It might just get to dry tyres. But if it does... Oh, man, that's going to be so close.
I reckon that'll be about lap 45 before that actually finishes.
Yeah, unless
I mean, it'll be dry enough for you to switch earlier than that, but you know.
Yeah. I'm going to cool the tyres a little bit, because right now they're teetering on the edge of a very, very toasty. Let's just turn the engine up to compensate a little bit.
Yep, we've got a surplus of fuel right now, so...
A wee tiny surplus.
A small, minuscule. Tell the engine to take little sips.
Just sip little and just... yes, delicious fuel. Alright, tyres are coming down to a much more reasonable temperature, so let's now immediately put that back on neutral, and we've run out of surplus, so let's go back on neutral. There we go. Hamilton, you've done that job sensationally.
He has. He's built a lead again. Not a massive one, but a decent one.
It's a lead. We are just over halfway through the Belgian Grand Prix. Halfway still to go. We're weather watching. We're everything watching. Bottas and Delachares and Ocon are all having an almighty scrap. What's going on here? Holy! Bottas has got to come into the pits. So Ocon has gained an advantage there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was the times last time around? 40.7 and a 40.9. Cassidy, meanwhile, a 39.0 and Leclerc a 39.4. They are coming for us. They are potentially going to overtake. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, Grosjean broke everything.
Well, I'm not surprised. He crashed.
True. He crashed so hard he put the engine at 4%.
My God.
Good.
And suspension's at 1%.
Verstappen's really backed off.
I think he was pushing earlier.
Okay.
And now he's probably backed off to try and conserve some fuel, maybe. Or
That or our lap is just going sensationally well. Let's have a look. What's Hamilton's time as he crosses the line? It's a 1:39.4. Verstappen was a 1:40.6. Alright, okay.
Yeah.
What's Cassidy going to do as he crosses the line? Cassidy does a 39.4. So does... Leclerc does a 37.9. You what? Oh, hello. Hold up now. Go, Perez. Slow the Mercedes down. Do what you did in Turkey. All right, don't.
you
Or
fool.
don't. Checo, I like you. I really do. I think you're a wonderful bloke. And, you
I'm
know,
sensing
if
a
you
very
win,
big
win the Mexican Grand Prix, I will have all of the tequila. I don't think you'll actually be allowed to win the Mexican Grand Prix.
Christ, and I don't think you'll be allowed to have all the tequila.
Yeah, well.
I mean, the last time
wait.
we had, you know, back in college days, I think.
Listen, me and tequila get along
You've probably
great.
had some before, since then, but you know.
I remember getting introduced to tequila and then hearing about the legendary drink known as grenades. Oh, they were fun.
What was the other thing we had?
We had many drinks back in the day.
Okay, when I say had, I mean, what was the other thing we tried but never really did again? What was it, Sambuca?
Yeah, I don't
Was
like
it the salt and the lime?
that is tequila.
That is that. Oh, I'm muddling it up then.
Yeah, Sambuca I've only had like twice. I don't like Sambuca.
The alcohol has scrubbed my brain clean of memories. I used to drink vodka straight back then as well.
Oof! Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I regret now.
How do you still have taste buds?
It's debatable, considering I also tend to burn my taste buds with like spicy food as well.
Fair. Okay, so, good news. Just after lap 38, the weather is going to decline to a point where I think we could fit dry tyres.
Okay, and
The bad news is our tyres are at 37%. Meaning we're going to have to do some tyre saving, and Max is right there.
Max would like to get past. I imagine he's pushing right now.
A little bit. I've put Hamilton back up to neutral. And remember, Max has been on those tyres longer than us. Max was on them when it was dry, so his tyres might be in about as bad shape, maybe even worse.
But ideally, it'd be good for us to pit after him.
Oh, it would be. That would be the ideal scenario. Because I'm hoping Verstappen has to pit sooner. Let's... High engine mode on the straight. Come on, Lewis. Defend. Defend. Curses.
And that's something he says these days as well. Anyone but Verstappen. As Verstappen says, anyone but Hamilton.
Oh!
Jesus.
The arrows nearly took us out.
Careful, Jamie.
Okay. So...
Let's take this opportunity to go easy on the tyres for a bit, and we'll pit after Verstappen. Do you reckon he's going to try and...
make it to the dry weather period?
Yeah.
Well, I think Verstappen's going to do one of two things. He's going to pit it earlier than us, and he's either going to fit fresh inters, which would be very stupid, and he's going to have to pit for dry tyres, or he'll pit early and immediately go to dry tyres, which then means he'll be off the pace.
For a few laps.
For a few laps, aye.
But by that point, we'll switch to softs, fresh softs, and we'll be able to catch up to him.
Correct.
Depends on how big a lead he builds.
Oh, it's going to be quite substantial, because he's now pushing. And I don't really want to go much slower with Hamilton, because the tyre wear isn't like... It's not dropping that badly. And I need to actually get... I've slowed down enough to where the tyres are actually getting cold. So we need to actually get some temperature back in them.
Yes.
Because now the track is in a damp condition. So realistically, we could probably go to dries in the next couple of laps. But we need to make sure we can make it to the end on a set of dry tyres.
Yes.
Because if we pit now, with the gaps we've got, I think we would come out between Cassidy and Leclerc. Sobi has collided with Bottas. Bottas is not having a good race.
I think someone's stuck a load of magnets to Bottas's car. They're just attracting all the other cars into him.
Yeah, Verstappen's pace is now quite high. He is now pumping in the times.
Yeah, but think of his tyres.
This is true.
If our tyres are like that, what's his tyres like?
Worse. Arguably worse. As he does a 1:37.2. We do a 39. Oh, wow. No, we need to go a bit faster. Tsobi's in the pits. Is he going to fit dry? No. He came out again on intermediates. Interesting. Maybe that was a drive-through.
Yeah, I was going to say that seemed a bit quick for a pitch stop.
With the track in a state of being damp, I think it very much, like, we could risk it for a biscuit on the soft tyres. Not the soft, the super soft tyres. So Verstappen this time around is going slow. We're going faster. Verstappen 38.9. We do a 38.3. Sainz a 38.4. It's going to be soft tyres in a couple laps for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day, but
because what we don't want to do is we don't actually want to wear the intermediate out too much to the point where we go slow because of tyre wear.
Yeah. And also, we don't really want to pit after Verstappen, but struggle to catch up with him. I mean, if it was a case of like he pitted like one lap after us,
Verstappen's coming in. Do we roll the
He's coming in.
dice?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Super soft tires. They're gonna last. They're gonna last. We're
They'll
not
last first.
because we're not gonna push them out the block either. Like we can't afford to push them out of the block just because of the potential of making a mistake.
Mm.
Here we go.
Verstappen's coming.
Yep. Verstappen's gone soft as well. Okay, so he's gonna lean on his tires. Okay, there we go. Good stop. Good stop. We're gonna come out behind Leclerc, I think. Yeah, we are behind Leclerc. We're ahead of Russell. Just ahead of Russell. Okay. Let's stay like this. Engine up. Neutral on tyres because we don't want to push too hard
Not on the tyres anyway.
because we could make a mistake. And the tyres will only just make it, I think.
Mhm.
Like, the tyres are going to slowly come to us. Right now, they're probably not the best tyre to be on. But they will be in, like, a lap or two.
Laps.
Sobia's run wide. Perez is pushing. Perez is pushing hard.
So it's Verstappen. Look at these. He's really leaning on those tyres,
Yeah,
but he can afford to.
Yeah, he can afford to, whereas we can't at the
Can't
moment.
quite.
But it's about to tick over to that point where the dry tyres are the tyres to be on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Norris ran wide.
Right, we're out of fuel surplus. Our time this time around will be very telling, like our lap time. Right, so lap times. Verstappen 39.0. Very close to the intermediate runners. We've done a 39.6. Okay. So by the end of this lap, the dry tyre is the one.
Because we're already pulling away from Paris, by the looks of things.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a gap. Cassidy overtakes Verstappen. Interesting.
But it's going to come into Verstappen's play soon.
Let's have a look at this, shall we? Let's look at this fight, because this is Cassidy, Verstappen, and Leclerc. These are the three guys fighting for the championship. Bear in mind.
Oh.
And
there's
Cassidy's going beans mode. Cassidy's pushing hard. He does the fastest lap of the race. A 36.1. That is a meaty lap time. What does Hamilton do? A 36.8. Oh, hello.
Starting to get
Hello.
faster for us.
Track's now coming to us. Track's now coming to the dry tyre. Chadwick, you need to oh so politely get
Scooch
out
over.
of the way.
Scooch over.
Yep, you're getting the blue flag. It'd be nice if you respected it.
Yeah, just fucking... No,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Russell. Trust, mate. They make it sound like it's a bloody, like trying to grow a second heart or something.
Oh, we've lost so much time in the middle sector because of that. Yeah,
Yes.
Verstappen's re-overtaken Cassidy. Cassidy does not come into the pits. Neither does Leclerc. Russell does. So Russell is in. But we were close enough to Russell.
No,
Russell out on
taking
the
him.
soft tyre as well. Okay. Let's build a little bit of temperature in these tyres. Push a little bit. Verstappen's now backing off on his tyres, which is interesting. We are taking chunks of time out. Absolute chunks. Wow, look at that middle sector. Look at that middle sector. Sainz is in the pits. We're going to be very close to Sainz. Sainz, I think, is going to jump us here.
Just about, I reckon.
It's closer than that. Sainz has got us. Good
Shame,
work
but
from
not-
Sainz. Good work from Sainz. I respect that. I respect it. Meanwhile, Cassidy and Leclerc still on the intermediate tyre for some unknown reason.
For probably the same reason they stuck to the dry tyres until like halfway through the wet.
Yeah, true. I mean, right now, it's not working for him. Perez is still out there as well. Why is Perez still out there? Lewis, your tyre pressures are absolutely fine. Don't worry about them, amigo.
They're quite pressured at the moment. Because we have their tyres family hostage.
Cassidy in and Leclerc in. All right.
I guess one could say we have their entire family hostage.
Whoa.
I know. That felt dirty to my tongue.
Perez finally in. Delatraz with a mechanical issue. That's nice, because I think Delatraz is a Toyota driver? Toyota driver? He is.
But I'm quite happy where we are right now.
Oh,
Third
dude.
place.
Yeah. It's very nice. It's very good. Just need the tyres to hang on. And,
We're looking good.
we are looking very, very Gucci.
That's what I like to hear.
Sainz is starting to make inroads to Verstappen.
Interesting.
Carlos Sainz was at 133.8.
He's really going for it.
That's a quick boy lap time. Doesn't appear to be able to match it on this lap, which is, you know, fairly understandable, because now Verstappen's answered the call and he's fighting back. We've got enough of a gap to George Russell where we don't actually have to push too much right now. I think like I'm only really gonna ramp things up if we start to get pressured,
Yeah.
because everything, like car looks okay, fuel looks okay, tires look okay. Right now it's about conserve the position, and if we need to push harder like in the last couple laps, we will. Because there are 7 laps to go in the Belgian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton started P3 and
Looks like
runs
it's good.
P3.
Yeah.
So, Drivers' Championship-wise, Verstappen will... if it ends the way it does, Carlos Sainz will extend his lead. Not
Will
Carlos
go up,
Sainz, sorry.
actually.
Verstappen will extend his lead. Cassidy will get a few points on Leclerc. We will remain 8th, because AlphaTauri are scoring 1 more point than us, because they've got 2 drivers in the points.
Yeah.
We've only got 1.
Unless one of them crashes.
Are we trying to use the jinx power that we've had all race?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, Cassidy is now up to 4th. That's concerning because he is faster than George Russell. And Hamilton's pace is increasing, so Hamilton does a 1:36.1 that time round. But what's Cassidy going to do? I'm willing to bet it's going to be faster.
Already fasties.
35.0, so it's quick. Kind of want this race to just be over now, but we're going to hang it out.
Oh, Nick Cassidy's dreadful accident on turn 2.
Come in. Curse that
Yes.
giant fireball. Man, Hamilton matching his own pace. That, like, consistency. What's going on with... Okay,
Curse one of those really tall trees that look like if they fell over, they'd cross over the track. That land in between Hamilton and Cassidy.
Okay, we went a tad faster that time round. Cassidy, 35.5. Only took 6/10 out of us that time round, which is
I'm
nice.
not gonna lie. I was watching the second corner, and if it just popped up Nick Cassidy's crash, I would probably be convinced of my magic powers at that point.
And then all of a sudden, Verstappen, Sainz, fire!
Jesus. Now that's just been a bit too ambitious. Ambitious with rubbish. Still, Hamilton's on top form.
Oh, a PB in the middle sector. He's answering the call. Right now, he's just in a nice rhythm.
Yes, I've also noticed he's not said anything about his tyres. All race.
This is true. Personal best into the 35s goes Hamilton. Meanwhile, Cassidy can only do a 1:35.5. So he took 4/10 out of us, but 4/10 ain't enough.
It's his teammate in front of him, I believe, or is that a slightly different shade of blue that I can see?
No, that is his teammate who has made 4 pit stops.
My word.
Tsunobi really has not had a good one.
No.
He's not had a good one all year, in all honesty, because he's currently 12th in the Drivers' Championship.
Well, still better than Grosjean.
I mean, yes. Oh, speaking of which, the results will put Ferrari ahead of Mercedes.
Interesting.
Oh, and we're now gaining points on AlphaTauri. Yes. Yes. Quite excellent. 3 laps to go in the Belgian Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz's charge has faltered. We're actually... I mean, I was going to say we're closing on Sainz. We took a 10th out of him. Cassidy, a 35.6. He just hasn't got the speed.
He just can't get past his teammate.
Yeah,
And he's not even up to his teammate.
I think his teammate... Did his teammate lap... His teammate did pretty much the same lap time as him. In fact, Leclerc now is the one that could be challenging. I mean, he's not quite close enough.
Yeah, he needs to get past both... what is that team? Mercedes?
Mercedes,
no. Yes. He needs to get past both Mercedes. Admittedly, one will get blue flagged for him to pass, but it's still the part of getting past them.
2 laps to go. Gasly has run wide. Hamilton not so fast this time around. It's a 1:37.1. But Cassidy does a 1:35.7. He's lapping consistently. But consistently slow. Alright. Let's turn up the engine just a wee bit.
Your consistency surprises me. Thank you, Chef. You're consistently shit. Oh.
Oh, dang nabbit. Alright, engine up ever so slightly for the final couple of laps. Three-tenth improvement. Where's Ricciardo? Oh no, Ricciardo crashed out the race right in the start. On to the final lap.
What lap was Ricciardo on when he crashed?
Lap 13.
Oh wow. Gotta show how much I was paying attention during that particular part of the race.
Right, let's crank Hamilton up to push on his tyres just so we can make sure that we are going fast enough on this final lap. It's been a hell of a day here in Belgium. Hell of a day.
It has.
There was rain, there was carnage. We led a big chunk of the race in the 10th fastest car. So, I'm actually not too upset by this result. Hamilton, personal best in Sector 2. Max Verstappen is going to come across the line to win the Belgian Grand Prix. Great drive from him. Great performance from Red Bull. Carlos Sainz finally gets a result in 2nd place.
Yep. And he's quite the strange strategy of pitting for into early, but it seemed to have worked out for them.
We got a
Red Bull.
podium!
That we have.
After I failed podium last time out, we got a podium this time. A 4th and then a 3rd place.
It's only getting better. I remember at the start of this season, we were very much full of despair and disappointment of throwing money down the drain.
And
I mean-
here we are.
We've got a little bit of hope, a bit of enthusiasm, and we're not throwing as much money down the drain now.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, you know,
the money man is actually watching us this time, so
Yeah, no, we're not just immediately bankrolling. You know, when Lee comes back, where'd the money go? It's like, now listen.
there was a robbery. It was horrible.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like, we got robbed at gunpoint. The safe got stolen. We're like, why is there construction?
They were wearing
work going
clown
on?
masks.
Yeah. Why is there construction work going on? Don't
They're
you
fixing
worry.
things.
Don't you worry about that. I wonder how long we actually led the race for. I'm curious. Let's have a look. Check out that position tracker.
Uh-huh.
After it saves, of course. After it saves.
Anytime now. Come on. It's eking over. And... oh, there we go. And there we go.
There we are.
No.
Right, position
Second
tracker.
time's charm.
So we led the race. Verstappen took the lead from us on lap 30. And we had been leading since lap 13.
Oh, at the same time Ricardo crashed.
Yeah, so we actually led for 17 laps.
Yeah, I like the fact that the crash symbol is literally a skull.
he
That's just
he
saying
actually
they're
died.
dead,
Wow.
I guess that's what happens, isn't it?
I guess.
Oh yeah, Ricardo started on pole as well. That's unfortunate.
For him.
Hey, do you remember when Verstappen was last? Like here. And that's where he fit the intermediate tyres, and then from lap 3 all the way up until we got second on lap 16, and then just drove away with it. I'm still very happy with the way that's turned out. After the disappointment, and you two being very upset that we didn't get that podium, we got our podium!
Yay.
They apparently both got 2 penalties. I don't know what they got penalties for.
But not enough for us to squeak past.
Yes! Lewis Hamilton, 7th in the Drivers' Championship. Now 47 points. And that means we are still 8th, which is 2 places above where we said we were going to finish. We are crushing Aston Martin. We're 38 points clear of Aston Martin.
Nice.
It's exactly where we need to be. Just bought a shirt with Lewis Hamilton's name on it. Oh, hell. Whoa. Whoa.
Fan my ass, I think you're a troll. A troll! And now it's back at qualifying.
All right. We done did it, boys.
What we did.
We took the 10th fastest car and got it on the podium.
Mhm.
With a combination of brilliant strategy, great driving, and of course some money to actually help improve the car somewhat. Because I think if we were still in the car at the start of the season, we would not have achieved this today.
No, we'll probably both cars would have crashed.
I mean, Grosjean's in the car from the start of the season still. Oh no.
Oh, I think he might have had an accident. He might be injured
Yeah, I think
because it's gone
so.
down that much.
I think it's
crashed car.
Oh,
Ugh.
I like how his markability has gone up because of that.
yeah.
Did you see that?
I did not. I'm curious to see.
No.
Right, so that's our race. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at this. Well, I suppose, you know, he's in the papers. He's going to be in the tabloids because he says it wasn't his fault. So he's going to be sitting there going like, "Oh, this car is so awful."
And we're going to be like,
How,
yeah, we
that
never said it
sounded
was
nothing
good.
like a Frenchman.
That's my Grosjean voice.
It's like,
That
"Sacre
sounded
bleu."
more like a weird Italian voice.
It sounded like Waluigi. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Wow,
this car is awful.
wow, the car is broken.
This is almost like the time I was not invited to Smash.
Clip it.
Well,
Right, let's look at the mail. Yep. Lovely. We'll accept the interview. Let's talk about Grosjean's crash. Where does the fault lie? How do we feel about this? Where do we put the blame?
Honestly, I couldn't give a flying fuck about him.
Neither
But that's
could
because
I.
we're planning on getting rid of him at the end of the season.
This is true. Lee, how do you
I
feel
think-
about this?
It was a make. He needs to have a long look at himself.
All right, cool. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Hey, look, his morale is
Hey.
non-existent. Good. Hey, very nice. Good. Awesome. Great. All right. So sponsors got 2 races left on Nintendo and on GoDaddy.
Goodbye
We
to
have
Nintendo soon.
17 days till the Milan Grand Prix.
Oh,
Hmm.
front win in 2 days.
Front wing in 2 days. So Carlos Sainz has finished twice this season in the points, and they've both been on the podium. I think that says about his form and how his season has gone, because Perez has consistently, for the most part, scored points. But look at Verstappen compared to Perez.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on, Sergio? Wait. Why, Lewis Hamilton, selfish, Grosjean, crash. Oh yeah, we were going to look at Grosjean, weren't we?
Was that the happiness?
That was crash.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
we knew he was crash happy. Crash
Crash
car.
net.
Yeah, +1 marketability. 1.
Hey, at this point, we'll take anything.
He's
It's
considering
gone up. That's the point.
offers. Yeah, actually, hold on. Where's our? No, Grosjean. Grosjean.
Team 100%. Hamilton 100%. Grosjean
I mean, you
70.
weren't going to. You need him at 90%. So
Yeah.
there was
This is
no
true.
way, unless he won the race. I feel like that's the only way.
Unless he won
would've
the
gone up to 90.
Yeah, unless he won the race after crashing.
Yo, what if we go to work for McLaren? Because to be fair, Andreas Seidel with Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel, they ain't doing that well. Like I'm just gonna throw it out there. What if we?
You're looking at abandoning the team already.
No,
Already?
not at all.
Christ.
Not at all. Not at all.
I can't believe we just got a podium and you're like, let's go to another team.
We just got a podium
Like,
and
what is
Simon's
going
already
through your
in
head?
the
Like-
lifeboats.
I'm like, what the hell? What? Imagine winning the championship with a team, your own team, and then be like, let's go to somewhere another team.
Screw these guys.
I mean, what if we did do that though?
I would feel awful.
No,
and
we need
dirty.
to stick to the goal, and the goal is incompetent land.
Yes.
When we get
Um,
fired, then
incompetent-
we'll go to another team.
Incompetent land, not Mercedes land.
This is true, yeah. So Milan, I'm not confident for Milan. I'm gonna be honest,
quite simplistic. A
It
couple of
is.
bumps aside from that.
but I am not confident. Singapore, confident. Singapore, we tend to go quite well. Black Sea,
So-
we do all right.
Yep.
Yokohama,
Yokohama,
tends to be
we do
okay.
decent.
Phoenix, I ran out of
we've had a
fuel.
we might let you live it down. Rio de
Weird.
Janeiro is where unfortunately Ganassi cut a corner and didn't get penalised.
And Doha,
And
we've only
Doha-
done like once, I think.
I don't think we have.
Did we do it like? Yeah, I can't remember if we did it last
I
year.
do
or
not remember that track layout. There's a lot of right-handed. There's a lot right-hand. There's a lot of right-angled corners.
Yeah. There are a few. There are a few. Well, obviously, you know, that race ran long. We're at 8:15, so we're probably going to wrap up the stream here. Drivers-wise, I think we need to, like, consider what we're going to do with Rahman come the end of the season. We've got a few
Okay.
favoured.
If I just interject, why don't we just advance the time until like the next race? That'll probably take us to
Good idea.
the end point, the usual
idea.
end point. That is.
Hmm.
Mm.
Now, hear me out.
He's good at feedback.
He has a famous father, which is permanent and adds marketability and happiness. He's good at
I
feedback.
like the little quote that came with. Don't worry, Daddy will sort it out.
Daddy.
Farter, please.
I don't mean to say at the end of the season we bin off Grosjean and hire Mick Schumacher.
Or try to hire Mick Schumacher, I should point out.
I mean, he is currently unemployed.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah.
I completely did not pay attention to that.
Hear me out, right?
Oh, God.
We go back to the well, baby. Oh, look at
I mean, that markability is still 70%.
It is. It is. But look at Mick Schumacher's marketability.
Yeah. We got Grosjean to the end of this season, right?
We got Grosjean to the end of next season.
Ah!
Okay, how much to get rid of him?
5 mil.
Ah!
How much do you reckon we can get for Schumacher?
Well, how expensive will he be?
Yeah,
Are we thinking do it now?
we could.
Wages aren't very important to him.
Aha.
Status is
Right, so
too
let's
important.
work
He
out
has a long contract.
Okay, so let's.
He doesn't seem to care about money.
I mean, he is jobless. I assume he'll take
He
everything
just-
right now.
Yeah, he just wants a long contract.
How much would it? 5 million, yeah.
5 million.
How many races we got left?
6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7.
Yeah,
Sorry.
7.
How much are we losing per race?
It depends whether we hit the sponsor
Mm.
objective.
So if we miss
If we're
both
not,
sponsor
it's that.
objectives, a mil.
It's a mil.
If we hit both sponsor objectives, it's like 300k.
200,000. We're 300, yeah.
But the marketability will be very well. The problem is the marketability is going to take a hit because, like, let's be honest, he's probably going to start getting poor results. So here, my sanity.
When's the sponsors?
That's
When's
exactly
our
what I was going
sponsors
to say.
drop?
We have 2 races left with these. So what we do one more race with Grosjean, right?
Yeah.
No, 2
Or
races.
2 races with
Yeah, 2
Grosjean.
races.
2
Sack
races,
him.
because then that money will go down. Because the shorter his contract goes down, the less it costs to break the contract.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sack him. Bring Schumacher in.
Mm-hmm.
Advance the time to get 5-star sponsors.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
I think we have a plan.
I'm willing
Yeah.
to accept that.
The money man is happy with it.
If the money man's happy with it. And obviously, you know, we've got Hamilton until the end of next season as well. So Hamilton's locked in.
And we'll try and re-sign him on.
Oh, yeah, but that's like end of 2026 problem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we have a wonderful plan for the future. So, after the Singapore Grand Prix and before the Russian Grand Prix, we will likely have a new driver lineup. So, leave a like if you've enjoyed, comment any feedback down below, subscribe and enable those notifications to be kept up to date with the content that comes to the channel. Check out the description box as well, where we have Discord, Twitter, and the team channel, where we post somewhat regularly, perhaps, maybe.
Perhaps when we're in the mood for it.
Gentlemen, do you have any final closing words and or thoughts on our current situation?
My TV's starting to stare at me in a weird way. I think Alexa's trying to get out.
eyes?
Yes, Alexa's looking at me. Go away!
That's
No,
terrifying.
no! Ah! Ah!
Well, Mike died. Who gets his
False.
stuff?
False alarm. It's
Okay,
fine.
We're good. We're fine. It's good.
It's a good thing I have a sword on hand, eh?
Oh God, you got down the sword.
No, so stuff this into a bag.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave him to clean up. As I always say, stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye.